everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Canberra, Australia, which is the capital city of Australia and the only substantial settlement of the Australian Capital Territory. So right now we are at the National Capital Exhibition, and we're going to take a tour of that. We are sitting in front of the fountain, which we'll show you here in a minute, but we're going to try and do some activities, some free activities that are around this area. We're going to try and walk to the Parliament House, walk to the portrait gallery, and if time, try and hit the National Gallery of Australia. We'll see how our time works out. So
yeah, we are a little limited on time, but we put this together and we think it'll all be free, but we're not real sure how much we'll be able to film.
So we're going to bring you all along with us, and we'll let you know.
Yeah, but let's show you at least outside.
How beautiful.
Okay, well, we will try to go inside the National Capital Exhibition here and see if we can go, because we are limited on time. Otherwise, we may not get all that in, even if we can get in for free and film. So, all right, we'll catch you inside, hopefully. Okay, here's the entrance. It's a beautiful area. So it is fine to come in and take some pictures, but this may be an area in which it's kind of difficult to really capture everything on here, but maybe we can just kind of give you an idea of what they have, because there are quite a few displays in here.
Yeah, because that's a circle, this one's also.
And it lights up.
Canberra, a city of imagination.
I have planned a city not like any other city in the world. I have planned an ideal city.
In 1912, Walter Burley Griffin and Marion Marnie Griffin won the international competition to design the new Australian capital. Together, the Griffins imagined a city of the future. Unlike the other entries, the Griffins' design focused on the landscape. Inspiration was drawn from the course and floodplain of the Molonglo River, the surrounding valleys, and the picturesque mountains. At the heart of their design was the intersection of land and water. Land, in the straight line that runs from Mount Ainslie through Capitol Hill and beyond to Mount Bimberry. Water, in the Molonglo River, which was to be dammed to create an ornamental lake. The Griffins imagined that these axes would create the geometric foundation for Canberra's design. Three hilltops mark the corners of this area, now known as the National Triangle. This triangle is symbolic of modern democracy, a concept which the Griffins wanted at the heart of their design for the capital. At the apex of the triangle, they envisaged a grand building to celebrate the many achievements of Australians, with galleries for art, science, history, and more. Along the base of the triangle, the lake foreshore would entice people to gather for social and cultural activities. Between them, on the southern side of the lake, would stand Parliament House and the government offices where the administrative business of the nation was to be carried out. Locating Parliament and the government buildings between the place where the people gathered and the place where their achievements were displayed demonstrated that they served the people. The western corner of the triangle, now City Hill, was intended to be the commercial area. Russell Hill, the eastern point of the triangle, now houses the Defence Precinct and was originally intended to include a national cathedral. The Griffins' vision was clear. However, bureaucratic disagreements and world events conspired to delay construction of the city. Despite this, horticulturalist Charles Weston continued his research to identify plant species suited to Canberra's unique climate. Weston oversaw the planting of 2 million trees in this garden city. He even planted avenues of trees to line streets yet to be built. By 1927, Provisional Parliament House and the first administration buildings were completed, and Canberra began to function as the nation's capital.
May those who enter this open door govern with justice, reason, and equal favour to all.
The worldwide economic depression slowed further construction almost immediately, and barely a decade later, the world was again in turmoil. The Australian War Memorial, a monument never envisaged by the Griffins, sits below Mount Ainslie on the central land axis. Conceived during One World War, it opened during the Second. It was not until 1960 that work began on the delayed man-made lake. Kings Avenue and Commonwealth Avenue bridges were completed. Scrivener Dam was constructed to hold back the waters of the Molonglo. In 1964, a river and paddocks became Lake Burley Griffin. The imagined lake had come to life. And with it, the National Triangle. Many buildings and monuments important to all Australians are nestled in and near the triangle, including the
National Carillon,
National Archives,
the National Gallery of Australia,
High Court,
National Portrait Gallery,
National Library,
National Film and Sound Archive,
Questacon, Reconciliation Place,
National Museum of Australia,
Anzac Parade,
Australian National University, and many more.
We're getting ready to walk over the bridge to the Parliament House, and you can see in the distance, this is a tourist attraction, but it's the Telstra Tower. It's about 640 feet, I think, 195 meters, and it is up above what they call the Black Mountain. But I do believe you can go in and tour. We're not going to have time to go do that, but it is it is quite the sight as you're getting ready to cross the bridge over here, going over to the Parliament House area. And we want to definitely get a view of this over here. So we're heading that way.
And it says the tower was an 80, so.
Yeah, so it's still a fairly new attraction, I guess. But it really does look nice in the skyline there.
It really is cool.
Now this is just kind of the iconic view of coming across the bridge to see this. Of course, we'll get hopefully to go inside and get some video, but this is the view a lot of times, a little higher elevation, I think, but you get to see online and in the photos. But it is a pretty striking structure that's up there. If you're coming down for public transportation, there's a bus stop here and looks like a crosswalk to get over, but and you're driving in, it says Parliament House right lane. So we're getting closer. I wish we had more time to explore some of these buildings. I do think you could probably spend days or maybe weeks going through some of these, because there's a lot here to see. We just kind of made a quick loop that we thought we could get in with our time to go back to the hotel. So we're actually out in the middle of the road, but we've got a good view of the Parliament House. But we're doing so safely. We're in a crosswalk though, by the way. But to get a good view of this right here, and it looks like if you're driving in, you just kind of exit over to the right here and you can go on up to the building. So this looks like it closes at 4:45 or 5 o'clock. There are some school, but as far as that goes, I think you could easily go and spend an hour and a half in here if you've got the time, but just know that you probably need to be here before about 5. If you're standing on the lawn here looking out at the old Parliament House, I do think you can see, and you may pick up on this from the National Capital Exchange, the War Memorial that's in the background. Of course, that's a pretty iconic view. One of those buildings we're not going to have time to go check out, but I just wanted to tie that back in to get a little of the history that was there in that interactive display that they had in that building. We're walking up on this. It looks like roof, it just goes all the way up around on the building. And they have something in the water here that kind of gives this a little bit of a shimmer. It's on these little slats that they have. So that's a neat little effect as you get ready to approach the building. There's the tower in the background. So you get a pretty good view all the way around the city from right here.
So we just walked into the Parliament House and went through security, and this is what greets us.
Wow.
As we're here.
A lot of marble things.
Really pretty.
So they did say it's okay to take pictures and film. They don't want you setting up any tripods or anything like that. So as far as that goes, we'll see if we can get a few photos here anyway.
Wow.
So it is quite warm today. We'll go upstairs here in just a minute. So we're going to actually go in here first into the Great Hall. We want to see if we can get a drink of water. It was hot. It's probably, what, 95 degrees? I don't know, 40 Celsius or something. It's hot.
Check this out. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Great hall it is.
It is a great hall. That it is.
Okay, we are headed upstairs. Apparently the water and all that's up here.
Marble stairs though. Wow. Yeah. Very nice.
Let's see. Much better. There is a little cafe that's here on the end where you can get some water. But we're going to go out on the terraced area here.
Maybe not. Oh, push. I was pulling. Oh, there's the queen.
There's the queen. Just to get a little elevated view right here. Wow. That is quite the view. But I will say the heat's still up, so we're just now kind of getting a little over that. So we're going to go back inside, but we just wanted to peek. Oh, you want to check out the statue?
The queen.
The queen. Royal Highness Prince of Wales. Huh.
Queen Elizabeth II. Nice.
That even kind of looks like her. It's Terrace Gallery. You want to check out the gallery real quick?
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's got a little section. It's got Parliament and pictures and Legos.
Nice. We know what they've been doing. They've been putting Legos together. This is neat.
Oh, here's a neat little photo of it lit up at night, which we won't get to see because of our time, but at least we get a photo. Oh, there's quite a bit of glare on these. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to leave a few things for
you guys to explore and discover.
But, oh, this is nice. It's kind of got a top-down view.
Oh,
You got the House of Representatives wing, Ministerial, and the Senate wing. This is a big building. So they do have a little theater here. It says it's got the documentary. It's 55 minutes, but we only have 30 minutes left. But it's a nice little theater that you can come in and check out.
Look at this clock.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think the lighting on that's coming out very good. Maybe a little bit better from here. This is the Great Hall.
This is the Great Hall from above. Look at stairs.
Watch your steps there here.
Oh, and they got seats.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into the Senate chamber. So come on.
We thought they were exits, and that is just for the fire. But ooh,
Nice
we'll peek
garden.
outside. But yeah, we're starting to run out of time, so we're gonna see if we can peek inside.
You have to come in here. Nice. This is the red room. And this is the Senate House. Last time I was here, did you watch? That's one.
Let's go see if we can see the green.
Okay. So we just got out of the red room, and that's where the Senate meets. But before that, we're going out. We did this backwards. You would normally go to the green room, which is the House of Representatives. If the bills pass there, then they go to the red room where the Senate is. So now we're going to go out, and we're going to go to the green room.
Okay.
So now we're going into the House of Representatives. So this should be the green room.
This same courtyard style. That's pretty.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, I think it's open.
It used to be just clear glass like that on this side, but I think maybe June make or frosted it, so you can't. Mini.
What is frosted? Look at that.
So in here, this is where you have your representatives that will sit around each side, and they represent different areas of the country. And then you have, and I'm not sure who all sits, but your leader, or the one who keeps the order, is the one who sits in the middle. And then, of course, you have the viewing around, which is nice. Majesty. And that was in 1988.
That is definitely in the Great Hall. We just wanted to get a quick photo of that one. We're going to actually try to go over to the National Gallery and squeeze that in, but it does look like we're running out of time. But,
This is neat.
yeah, that's neat to see this here. Whoa, what are these? I mean, they kind of look like a parrot, tropical bird. I have no idea. I don't know what they are. And these may be pretty common in the city. I don't know that either. Anyway, maybe somebody can tell us what these are that's from here.
Wrong. Whenever we were walking up to the Parliament building,
Yeah.
this is not the Treasury building, it's the National Archives of Australia.
Ah, National Archives. Okay. Well, there are a lot here. That's what I was like. Easily, you can spend days, and there's a lot of nice things in here you can do for free. That's probably any kind of like capital city, but obviously we just tried to pick some that were in our walking path and with our time. But if there's any great things in there, maybe somebody could share, and maybe on our next trip through or something like that, maybe we'll stop in. Okay, we're still on our way to the National Gallery, but just the Constitution Gate and the old Parliament Gardens. Yeah, I just wanted to peek at the roses.
Oh, look at all the roses. How pretty.
Oh, I wish we had more time to spend in here.
Wow, this is really pretty.
Maybe this is open a little bit later, but
we're walking toward the National Portrait Gallery.
Oh
And
yeah, I can see it on the corner too.
also, right across the road, it also says High Court of Australia. Neat.
There's some kind of art that's over here on the side. All right, we're gonna go in the portrait gallery here and check this out. This is a pretty big building. I don't know what that is out front. Some kind of art. Let's see. I assume this is the entrance here. Yeah. Let's see.
Hang on.
So they were saying that there's like 8 sections in here. Generally the 1 through 6 is included.
Right.
And then the 7 and 8 is like a special collection that they do.
Right. And at the time, they're doing a super Kaleen whiskey, which all the artists here are Australian.
Australian.
So-
Except it does feature Dolly Parton.
Now, this particular collection, she said, does feature more Australia with American pop culture.
Pop culture,
like in the
yes.
70s, 80s. So that's going to be 7.
Okay, so that was a really quick run through of the portrait gallery, but we're gonna run over here and try to see if we can just get the last couple minutes of the, what was it called again?
National Gallery of Australia.
National Gallery of Australia, yeah. They shared with us this little statue, the silver looking statue that we seen on the way in, it's right in that area, so hopefully we can still make it before they close, as this is directly across and does look like there's parking right from it, but I mean it's just across the street. So if you were planning something, you could probably do these two together.
Look at the sculpture.
Yes, we'll get a little closer view, and the one that's on the front there too. Yeah, I don't know what the one is over top of the road, but that's neat. I can't even see anything that's on it. Yeah, there is a little tether there, but that's neat. Here's a little something about the sculpture.
Oh, you can go in it.
Yeah, that's neat.
You want to go?
sound. I think we'll have to go in here and at least get a photo, right? Oh yeah, this is neat. This is
neat.
really neat, yeah. Okay. I like water features anyway, but that's a nice blend for me. That's my kind of art. So they did give us an idea here. Let me show you on this map. If you were short on time, they said you could start at least on the current setup. You can go around 9, 10, and 11. And they have some of the Aboriginal over on this 2, 3, and 4. But they did say it's going to be pretty impossible to see most of this on just a very short period of time.
Actually 13.
Yeah, and we're not exactly sure even where 9 starts here, so it may take us a minute to kind of orient.
Number 13, so let's go back.
So this is the one that they suggested we take a look at the Ned Kelly series. Of course, there's a lot of history here in Australia with Ned Kelly, and I'll leave that for you to look up if you don't know, but just kind of want to give a quick overview of some of the art on this one. This is one of their popular ones, and this doesn't do it justice going down through here this quick, but they did say probably be kicking us out here very shortly, so we want to see as much as we can, and then we'll go back and look at maybe some of our own. They did say this was a couple of local artists that was over here on the dress series, and
Check this out.
oh, I thought it was that.
This is a gold replica of what we walked through with the water.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
Isn't
yes.
that gorgeous?
That is neat.
That is neat. Oh, there's pears.
So this is just right outside. There's a little bit more art here, and it just says an Australian garden, but kind of a unique little water feature again. And that was a whirlwind of going through there, so we got a few clips. We'll have to kind of go back and look at part of it ourselves to be able to really take a tour on that, because that was way too quick. But the folks inside gave us like a 30-minute recommendation, so we kind of did that, but it still felt like we were just rushing.
But it was very helpful.
Yeah,
so.
it was great. You could definitely spend a half day or a full day here, maybe more.
Maybe even more.
Yeah, it just depends on how much time you like. But
it's got grass on the roof. expect this.
There's a lot of little different things like the water running around it and then in the pools. And it kind of, well, it feels like you're walking down underneath it. And then of course you've got parts here you can walk inside.
Yeah. Wait. Go.
Well, I think that's going to wrap up our day here in Canberra. It's an amazing city. I wish we had more time here, and so if we get an opportunity, we'll definitely come back. There's a lot of nice things here, and for free. And everybody's been so nice to us. They've even tried to help us along our route here to try to help us squeeze in as much as possible. And so I'll leave you with this. Canberra is the only city where the coffee is strong, the museums are free, and the GPS still says recalculating because the roads are too polite to tell you you're wrong. That's about true. They are so nice here. This is a wonderful city. So
if you have time, add it to your list of places to come see.
yeah, we're definitely going to try to put this on here to come back and spend a little bit more time. But the locals been great. So thank you, Canberra. And so hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.